Should we fear, Laetitia, AI and its creative power? Should we worry that it might become more creative than humans or present a threat? Or as I said a moment ago, is that exaggerated? Or where is the actual answer? Is it somewhere in between the two?
Yeah, I guess the answer is probably somewhere in between the two. I am very optimistic about our future and the future of AI. I personally think there's a lot of opportunities coming up, and they will be good for society. Obviously, it's really important to have the right guardrail, yeah. And I think some of those guardrails are being established, but they're not quite there yet, yeah. One of the example I always use, when people are asking me about, the kind of technology killing job or things like that, I used the car example. It took. Or I have another example on that I can tell you afterwards. But I used the car example. So before having roads and traffic control and signs and garage to fix the car and all of that, we had a few cars out there, in the middle of the horses, kind of trying to pass their way. It's just as obviously it did challenge, kind of going from one place from, at horseback or with your bicycle and all of that. But it created a whole environment on the back of that created a lot of job. When you look now, the automobile industry is huge. And, if you look at the beginning of the, 100 years ago, it was nothing. So, it will open doors and all realm of things that we can't even imagine yet. Yeah. In the same way, I use also a little picture. I don't have it now, but it's that little boy that has a big pool and knock at a window. And I'm asking very often, it's in black and white. And the little boy is probably 13 or 14. And I'm asking people, do you know what that little boy does? He's just knocking at a window. And people are like, no. And it's actually the alarm clock for the miners to wake them up before we invented the alarm clock in the 1900s. So, who would imagine have somebody knock at the window to wake them up? So this is evolution. This is progress. I think, there's a lot of opportunity for all of us. Into reinventing a better world and a new society, which I think, by the way, is heavily biased at the moment. So there's a lot to do better, and this is going to be a tool in our toolbox to actually create that.